Hey, what's up, everybody? I never liked the idea of retiring at the age 65 or 70. That never sat well with me. So I pretty much consider myself partially retired for the last 30, 35 years. And the way that worked out for me is I started out young working. I never had any inheritance. I didn't have anything given to me. I pretty much earned everything I ever got. I had some help along the way. You know, my parents were poor, but they did provide a roof over my head. So everything I ever owned as a kid, living with my parents, I pretty much had to buy myself. I would work mowing lawns and just saving up and buying whatever I needed. I had, like a boat, a car, and a motorcycle at age 17. I mean, everything was used, it wasn't brand new. And, I was able to mow my parents' lawn and use that lawnmower to go out and make that extra cash. So that's, the amount of help I had along the way. And my parents were older, they were retired, so they were always there. They couldn't do much financially, but they did give me support in other ways. So by the time I started my first real job, I was on a golf course, and my brother and I started about the same time. And that's how I started collecting antique bottles. Was around that time. We were working in the back nine, and in the woods, my brother found a milk bottle. And actually, this is the milk bottle right here. The very first milk bottle I ever saw, ever looked at. My brother dug this up, and he was a little excited about it. I mean, he thought it was cool. He showed it to me, and I was like, wow, that's really something. Like, I've never seen anything like this before. Like, I've never drank milk out of a glass container that looked like this, and I had no idea how old it was and anything about it. So we both started looking around in that area, and then wasn't long after that. It was either the same day or the next day. I found this milk bottle right here, and this is the milk bottle, my very first milk bottle I ever found. See, it's got some damage to it, fish eye, little chip, crack, chip off the lip. And but this is it. McPherson's Cold Spring Dairy, Cape May, New Jersey. The first milk bottle I ever found, and I was hooked, as you can see. So going back to this milk bottle, the first one my brother dug up, and the first one I ever saw. Ira B. McPherson, Fisher Creek, New Jersey. Make a long story short, it turns out when I was out looking to buy a house, this dairy farm came up for sale. And I didn't think I could afford it, but I went and looked at it anyway. And here we are 25 years later. I've been living in the house of Ira B. McPherson's Milk Dairy. There's a lot of history to that milk dairy. There used to be an ice cream parlor on the front porch. It was called Colonial Ice Cream Company. It was a very small mom and pop store. Probably wasn't open very long. Not really much information about it. So that's how I got started with all this. And pretty much every bottle could tell a story. I could just pick any one out and go down the list. Like, this is another milk bottle from the house I live in. It says I.B. McPherson, Grade A Milk, Fishing Creek, New Jersey. So he had a few different variations of bottles. This one actually says his full name, Ira B. McPherson, Fishing Creek. All right, getting back to being partially retired for the past 30, 35 years. I was able to do that by quitting my full-time job on the golf course and continue mowing lawns, which I kind of did that on the side. So I already had something kind of going. I started mowing lawns, continued doing that, and just built that business up. It was hard. I struggled because in the beginning, it was seasonal is the way it worked out. And I had to save money all summer to get through the winter. And I had to learn as I grew with the business to save that money and make it easier in the winter instead of trying to find work all winter, which was hard to do down here in this tourist town in southern New Jersey here. So eventually I got better at saving money and making it last all through the winter so I could enjoy that time off a little better. So now when I take those 4 months off, I can really take that time off and enjoy what I really like to do, my passion, collecting and out digging for antique bottles and going to the bottle shows and all that kind of stuff. So I like the idea of enjoying the younger years of my life being partially retired instead of the end of my life being all my retirement. So I'm enjoying some years when I'm younger in that retirement, which is 4 months a year, and I really enjoy that. Yeah, if you guys watch my bottle digging videos, you would see if I waited till retirement to do that, I don't think I'd be able to do it. I mean, it's not easy digging, a hole 6 feet deep and, a couple tons of dirt in a day. I'm starting to feel it now. I'm in my, mid 50s, but I still consider myself young enough to still get out and do things. So I really do enjoy the 4 months that I don't work during the year. And I never collected unemployment a day in my life. I'm a business owner, so I do save that money, and that's how it works out for me. So that's just my experience and like how it's worked out. And I have no complaints. I have everything I need, everything I want, and I'm pretty thrifty with the way I spend my money. I don't have a lavish lifestyle. My lifestyle is, collecting bottles. I've been married, divorced, and married again. I have 2 kids, son and a daughter, grandson, and granddaughter on the way. So I pretty much done everything. It's been good and still enjoying it. All right, while we're down here, I'll show you around the mud room a little bit. Well, it's not really the mud room, just that these bottles come out of the mud. But anyway, this is my basement, and I built all these shelves. Every single one of them. Built them all. And when I built these shelves, I put lights in the back. Maybe in another video I'll show you exactly how I did that. It's all custom built. I drilled all these holes for the shelves. You can see them right there. All the shelves are adjustable. Put a light switch in the wall here. So there's everything without being backlit. And there's the lights. So yeah, that'll be another video if anybody wants to see how I built them. And my brother's actually getting ready to build some shelves at his place. So maybe we can take a look at that while he's doing that. Until next time, see you in the next video.